Yes. Jamal level line auto. Ngaji we follow. Jamal level line auto. Ngal be kondo. Ngata dro. Kafal be Ramadan Karim. Sonkaro fele ndunda kono kaira kono. Sumbalol bejele. Sunnal bejele. Sunnal ma koilal fanam bejele. Kunu mane kunda keba dole mo. Atala muso musane kunda kolete. 𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒏 Ramadan Mubarak. Mbafulanya Ramadan Karim. Filan ka Ramadan Karim. Mbedu wala mobe dunda sonkaro kono kaira kono fo ala simbonda kono kaira kono na sungni keke mutatati na sungni keke junube kafarlan karti yo bar modol beje ko be men yamira ko sonkaro ka junubo bele kafar hanide na sekolu ngamira na seko fode Sheikh fode na seku ba maybe tel sina tel nyanta ka ko hendi mulma kayitande ko sonkaro manke ko min ko ne ko ke sonkaro ko le junubo kafar yo gambiano dunde la believe me menti drontel kamda ko sonkaro akumata bak karlo mo meyalo ko qur'ano jita nyin karolo ko ngaman ko mo as-sahru ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-qur'an qur'ano jita nyin karolo ko karbu nyaare mba bare ni kada yemul la ko do sunya ikadi sadala gambianul ndunda sun karo ko no fanna jaka bolal be siyala fanna sada bolal be siyala al kata mol la ko dol sunya ale fani ale fo al kamol la ko dol sunya al kata al kedi sadala al kalfanke mo kendol fale amal be ala nene no lale ngalum ko sun karo ko no mo be la ka ke misilmot yo na mbekuma kilo fana fola ben yalo ko bachelor frenso bal bulu bachelor frensol be mel bulu ni e kole ko boy laftana ila ma fon la bi nak sunte wato ila kata daw afay mu fundi tale momo yalo ko freno be bulu bachelor no asiata 1 week ti ame moy na e kola ko boy bi uralo lafta fa finjale la ma fon la ite musti afay deje al bachelor boycott nim bachelor men yalon ko la hajo de fendi kabula mus futurul noma kadra sunkudu kalanta yani kambani kalanda nyin sunkaro kono ne momo kole ala fo enteje nge jube yalo kalo do ko sun yalo bachelor même misil me bachelor même famu la ko bala fati misil me bachelor e fone kalo ne sunkudu muto mambeta bari ka halala yandi bari sunkaro kono munagene bukasu yela sunte la sunkudu la domoro bachelor momo e bachelor freno soto na e kol kabo bila afaye manni visitola fo jandi sunkaro be fala because nalike intertenite futula ibe je bu kala responsibility tala ila ñu futu baliya be responsibility tabal baliyalo nim bachelor e momo kol ñu sunkaro kono afaye boy ñin sun karo kono manir visito la till end of the Ramadan ali blay bachelor ya nene ila sunkutol la min joy bu ke mi ngala de kadi te tulo be sunna sayti ke fenko nata ya ko fake ibadol sun karo kono misil molite banna hani ñin TikTok ko men yale kadar ba man la jal baaji la ñu wato be ni ibadu Gambianul aliyama alamu adama barolati ngali nyininka fadile ama alamu adama barolati yes sema jam Ramadan Karim fadile ama alamu adama barolati kanene fofen natal kay sa this is good sa ding nal kal fanki ibadol ti sunkaro kono aliyal fansutura nin sunkaro botala ju kenze onale si Facebook ale si TikTok bari sunkaro to albe felente la albena albe murala atel bacilolo yim bacilolo alkanaso ali boycott momo sita musinyinoma amanson futula bara be bulare sunkutin dul noma tiki taka sata ko no fanna pare bani keni bali kela be sunkutin dul fenkela jana bafule a fantiki sunkaro ko nali boycott ali yejube fo ila sunkutol le yes faux pas lamin nge kondo ramadan karim gambiano la aljiko mu menti ni sunkaro sita ali al fanke komin ko misilme balit surda ma sakunda do kulale ni wato la be karla dunna mol kanne be sukur boto dilela be fenkol ale mol la fewn sunya al kata di mol la ko al ka fenkol baraji touristaleji hani ala fo fatal la wala bale mbeme me woni men dila dro wala ko men folo mbeme ko elandilan momo yalo ko bacilo freno le bebul naye ko la boycott ni sunkaro kono ali boycott ali bacilo boycott bacilol men yalo ko they don't want to take responsibility ebe sungutol muta na jana because they don't want to isi invest sungutol kunna once in a month yalo sungutol mamme understand alla boyfriend ol karo ko sinya kinene ye $5,000 rek 5,000 na al futu o balla ndawalo silade no almela strategy lo karo ko le 2,000 o di alla rek al bafula waye suma boy waye honi la suma be def ma may 2,000 ay 3,000 in a month 3,000 man tambe 3,000 na siata 1 week ndawalo lo won dawal bondo e man pare wala ta al bachelor boycott Gambia bachelor nim bachelor boysol men ala sita futuoma they don't want to take responsibility ali boycott ni momo ko li sunkaro ko mustiyo lo muide e ko hello boy de ba buga jara si sa lifinde ni e ko li ko boy ada fo ne kan way man fuma ne kan de ma let way de ma buga ñew sa side afa ko ne ko ma sikker e da ye take responsibility wala ni sunkaro na tali e boycott sunkaro ko no sunte dulata e bulu because ndefo e bacilol jamale lo bacilo jama no bota die man sakunda do kulal men yalo kal kata sunya rola alal hakilo ni sunkaro ko nal be bal fonke kam misil me kendol enin kodo men kanal kala alon ko sunya kodolo ka banko bela na flota sidin janyo libe kala ni wato ko libe kala sada bola balt alla sada al buga muta Gambia nsafono momo ka sada bon ni sunkaro kono sada bon la ni sunkaro kono ha sada bon la ni sunkaro kono ali koros abe suni tentende modol beje itata amro bari la kuno bi bana di ke baba jole tata sunkar sukuro sal afari atul aliyama ala bota Gambia le fali ama ala mu adama barol ka ala nene dengen buga nene ala dedet nko boycott len bacilo yi boycott len ko iteli bugal e malafi futula de this is general advice pour ka bacilo ya ban Gambia kono ka fea ban Gambia kono bacilo lu konto wato nas ni sunte wato sida ali boycott do bordulate bulu do bordulate bulu de bacilo ila freno la na ko la fa boy man dema bi si Ramadan bi kay man dema de bi si de definitely dega yalla man duma de entertain visitor si keri suma si ay bori dega e ka fo nyaadi le sunkar muna alim ma ko surwa ka do e ka fo nyaadi le sunte wato alim ma ko dengde ningi ko le rek adu yejele ni surwa nyim bacilol jama be je surwa kam fo kundo diate baag bilay man bo suma way bay fuma ne gani rek man dema leti wul de demul si fen sa kër la buga ñew parce que bulen entertain ay bachelor wahel gar ngeen den taka jabar atelier ti ay la mulia rek sima wato alyemul kol boy ada foyne kon danga yangi sikel yenaje yesima konko ye kono fa tep ye wuli ye la chepe kole kay do so ya fone kon nyan tese fale way atara ko tati la ila freno ya me ya lo ko musole babu ya la kino konko ya la jiyo min ya la wonjo min alikate du Allah ni sati ni sunkutu ndi kunta on men ko na man ke restaurant tabre hani fenko si se kilo e mata bono al bachelor boycott ali boycott momo bachelor freno bebul aman son futula asiata 25 years old naye ko la fay mu ne ko masiker naye ni ka koy boy foy ne kon afay man dema jena de ada ijim bachelor ali cross hani koy ko dema jena ka fa ne hana bantanga wara delo afay delu ma ñe dem si jaga bi ade ijube alimamul ni wata albe face kutol le jila jamewol to meni kasiya jamew ko miuna bachelor lo ñin al ka jamew ko je di tata marakasi be tan la far nje tep e ka keddiya ku ya marakasi lete sun karo kono because min dulate ñin bachelor freno bebula boy kot afayta ngadem taka o bul nangu si e ka fo nyaade sur wal ka fo nyaade bul nangu ben bachelor nga ñew sa side dede ala fo eta responsibility ta e kana ñim pare ba kanon men e ka kodo men be soto e ka be speni suguri ni kun dawle kunna men fo yalo ko tabiro e mano ndesan yalo bi fo men de balafa ni wato secret mare jamale kida bari telephone malo ñin suguri ndunu yalla ñabe ñin TikTok suguri ndi jamal la ten al ñabe amaje TikTok suguri ndunu fa Gambia for these young girls they cannot cook malo fal yolo. They cannot cook. This generation, I feel sorry for you. Restaurant for tabal finally. And young generation, you are not lucky. I'm telling you, this generation, you are not lucky. You know why? Alikejele, this size sungurindun, ila batunga fo ila futu do be danta TikTok. Ye farol siti fandate ke wot kontindi la horomo la tak kana jija mo le TikTok abanta e man tavirono ni koy futo e koy manduma de leka kier den fen e man gay mu lo tok ker mo tak den de wax ne man cieri neewuma la man way so toke cer gay den de leka. I feel sorry for these young people. I have a lot of information. Now left and better told for reveal la janne. Secret mare menketa, but I tell many local kamare in Sunkarokono. I'm sorry for you. Yala muneketa. Sunka tabiro nyatel tala dialona because albe won men nyilinka han si se kilo ta tabino la le wura ro si ko kay mu nyuri be ga ko nyadi isaw nyadi be ñu dem si restaurant restaurant albeta e wal fala restaurant tanale yalla itele amra ko gambia chepel batu nga kuma kini fala itele jama itele amra ko kata restaurant that add another value itele umta value let. Yes, and I feel sorry for you. Sometimes I do understand bachelors ikana yayla ni chepel un mel no bar ni lafta do moro like kana la boy sol le men yalla fututal ali boycott ali ñim bachelor ali boycott ni sunkuto men yalo ko wazo futula ni wato dema dem si suma anti dema dem si suma jarbat dema dem visit ki festival la dem ni na daje dakalen ko kane dankude ni ani sunkuto men ma futu buru do mo ko la sunkaro kono buro ni jikando ni bota wala na ni sunkaro bota le kata jarin kek do le je ka mo ko isnawe mande ma def diet ay fani dietul dara honga kif mo bukas anyway New advice, general advice for all the married men: boycott all these bachelors. They don't want to take responsibility. Ali boycott. Bachelor ye call. Akoy ko boy lafta na lela side le de billahi afay ko neku masiker. Afay ndo fundital den tata birikaw. na ko bantanga wara delo afay ko I bought 20 or 21 hours time afay hojaba because yalo ne ko 9 o'clock atare sunte o bandal ibuka do mori kende san ani men yalo gale secret mareke I feel sorry for you yin sun karo no ebula marella ebe musobe marega ani sisekil tabalma imano yalo sai sun kudindun at this generation I really feel sorry for them. Yes, sir. Iman tabiru no. 6 kilo, diko 6 kilo tabi, imano. Eko super kanja imano. Eko futo, yalo futo wote, imano. Moni tabo fa mono ka yerenke. Sai kianga sungudin dun fa moni tabo no. Kia sungudin dun fa moni tabo no. Kia sungudo, afutu yaju be fa mono tabo no. Because of Faranyo. Wala dina birinse yajele. Gambiano ibenna kodo sunyaka. Masa kunda benna kodo sunyaka. Ikedi amu kama mwele. Ibukedi amu kama mwele. Bari birin Faranye tiro wulta. Ikoeka buro la fale. Hanina sekol beta na lomin baroka. Sekol go. Eka kila. Eka hadisol kuntu na eka hafo kodi sunkaro mina sila. Sekol. Fal malo Gambia non meta nyimbata kono albafula mole ko ati rasul ha ati rasul alko mol kana nyaton kol soso ati rasul wa ulu amru minkum fal malo wo almalo nyim faranye tiol kalil wage wala ka faranye dundi na banko ka nga moyle nga story do moy Gambia muso me yalo ko she's patriotic. I don't even know her. I just see the nga fionkoje Watson Gambiale because birini beka tiol ko kanade strike lela sunkaro men kanasi musundi unyin ay kodo la nyoka purabe franyo import la na Gambia ko nyame pour ka franyo da tala because mena ka dun kany sunkaro men ko for the poor people mo abe ni sunkaro ko mo jamale ka bada manza kunda yo charge iko faka almost nearly 1 million. Gambia di unkale ko we are so many fake people in that society. If on a banku diun. Khalil Wage is from Senegal. He's not even Gambia. But because of Khalil Wage is a close friend to the president, they block their own citizen. Menka faranyo nati de prukana banko diun ma kwa nyong banku diun ay balafa men sope. Iko ha momang alaw. Gambia nyem banku si fal bolo kono de. Momang alaw ka faranyo oda nang. For duty wave, and normally near Faranyo order, general public la need them. It's a general demand. There should be a duty wave. Pour ka Faranyo ka duty tana nyanta menjola atodo ports. Instead of ya reduce banku diwe yamuneke, they even increase it. Nearly $1 million because they charge almost 800,000 plus to frustrate the person so that I can afranyo dunda fanguluta banko menka abana fabe banko menka banko me yaloka banko la hakolomu pour ate banko di fanay ku contribuer la banko ka ni masa kunda na fi ko le bal buloko no Gambia di on bare alla problem on mendi Gambians tell you sometimes I even ask myself what kind of Muslims are we? What kind of Muslims? Yaje ni sunkaro kono te be haftan tiol jela nyim bacilol be jurmala marakas e be jela kada jabe te salime samba jede sunte tulata bacilol bulu ni wato ko ni da faaji kunda jamote be fonde joltat la jurumari nje sunde wato kato mol kasara samba jamon and I found 95% they are all bachelors. They don't want to take responsibility. Ali boycott. Hani jamon ko nal bachelor boycott je. So, you know, joke aside. So banku dimu wo musoni iko abel living Angleterre. I don't even know her. I just see the story on Western Gambia. It really make me mad. So and then at the same time, the same government, when for Gambia dimu, they are calling all the Gambians to come and invest in the Gambia. But if you want to do that investment, your own country, the people who supposed to help you, build you, will block to frustrate you so that you cannot invest. Non to musundu eko ay faranyo nyin natin la ma natin din kama puru just because she want to make profit. No, she just want to help the poor people to sell the mail with cheap price, So custom ya block ya charge over 800,000 me ya lon ko ate fon yo faranyo sam menna amosi. Ay faranyo sam menna amosi. Custom yo kele just to frustrate this girl, this woman. Until the woman atata Watson Gambia to voice out there whether we can help her. These are the kind of government nga mention. Me ya lon ko they they prioritize the foreigners over their citizens. They care much about the foreigners over their citizens. Exactly, Nyancho. Money. Exactly, it's very disheartening. And then the certain moment, Wolomuko. Kanyitandi wo musunduna, Kalilu Wage, Meyaloko is not even a Gambian. Wole allow ta ka flow import nang Gambia kon. So the rest of the people, many aloko, they want to import, they have to get contact or I don't know, clearance from the Khalil Wage, a foreigner for that matter. Senegal's government will never do such for a Gambian citizen. Senegal do nenetokela. Yes, 𝒂𝒏. Ngekondo. Senegal la Masakunda will never do that. But President Barrow have no respect for the Gambians. But Ninkwo betata nata abemu Gambia diun let. Kado alafang yo fole ako adamadi society kono niye kasaro ye koleaje society kono. Ajama beje 98% of wo koleaning akabo banku diun fund society fund le bulu. And akabuka kolea la society kang funny majority of that society ilata nyoka kakuriata kafasa. We all know that this government, they are not doing well. We all know that this government doesn't care Gambians. Because Nyajube even care by election. The amount of money they spend in Kia during this by election time. And the men from Kantejakale, Gambia la Mola, Gambia la new government workers, the ministers, permanent secretaries, men kan jakalila. Gesan. Kiana election, by election, this council by election. It any million jita sato, more than millions. In vehicles many aloko, ebe bulani wo vehicles men kono, more than their cost, more than it cost it more than 5 millions, 10 millions. One individual can see moto kono. And we call ourselves as a Muslim. As a government worker, you should present yourself as a social worker. Do you know what is a social worker? It's like a voluntary. You just want to lift the people from the sufferness. But Gambia is not like that. Our government workers just they want to live at large. They want to do like a flamboyant lives. And the Bemarli men la kodola. In 10 million motor, yet 5 million motor drive. Still, I cannot imagine this. Is I cannot understand. Eka moto sang, moto kilung, $12 million. Eka sang puru mo kilung ne bula moto kono de. Mo killing. kun killing e ka moto sam 5 million pour mo kun killing e bula moto kon pour mun kamala kata be do ko la moli bada be do ko la mo meniye those are the people me yalo ko wolle bo 10 million moto nyin joka wolle be 5 million moto nyin joka wolle be 3 million moto nyin jola wo mo kiluni ni wo moto men kata wolka ibe lori nyati lona ke nyati le ka fo kon tel la jan jiolo mun na problem. How do you feel as a Muslim? As a Muslim, how did you feel about that? Mo me yala kodo dila akejo karo abe everything be dilela. The certain is iko moto mensa 12 million 10 million ikawo moto mensa 3 million ikawo moto mensa kadia si akona wo namu jola killing wole be afoye le. And these are the people we clap hand for them. Ninga mo muta buru sunya lan sa bute fonga la fila fala. Ninga mo muta idala si wuli killing sunya. Gambia diun si denga la ka bute nga janjani social media kono disgrace them. But we forget that someone mentata mani boto sunya. E someone mentata lete mola supermarket kono ka domoro sunya. Wo manke sunti. Condition le yo bula wala. Yaje Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ni yaja konye ko la taqtulu awladakum min qasyatin imlaqin nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyakum inna qatlan kana kitaan kabira. Nyaje alako alkanali diuni fa kole ya kamala fuara yala silon kana kenna aliyali diuni fa katun wo faro mu fara jaw balati niya amanke ko mbe murole tala mbende o fala de no amanke ko askeno in other way dolka describe as a abortion. If you do abortion nin soro kadiabol la qatlu awladakum min qasyatin imlaqin bari qur'ano lonnali commentel man karan ka wofol man nalondo man jam fam man karan bari niaje mbe nyim fokam niaje alakum wala la taqtulu awladakum min qasyatin imlaqin nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyakum inna qatlan kana kitaan kabira. Al kanali diuni fa because of fuara yala silawna imaje moyena akoy ko 5,000 felentiri nyim $5,000 ngadi la puru yebero fayinye puru nyela do kuoke mune atinna ko etena ta do ko nyinin tabulu e at the same time ben jola kodola. Does it make a sense? You want a job and wodo ko ntele nyante te jola at the same time nin kodo na tankal e konye ko lafta nin do ko le bulu bar kodo nyin fele nin kodo tapure nin do ko dinna nga do ko ke at the same time nyante te jola bari tele nin kodo kanante ka inin 5,000 yena yadi mola walla yemani boto ci kay tata yadi mola niaje yemano samba yalo no kate mano sannan la fanyi 100% wo koyte mala ko niaje be mani boto dila mola yalo nata sanno la fanyi banabe because hanimbe sadal dila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ko nimbe sadal dila nga moli jube men yalo ko ila futa ila soto ma futa wona ite politician o niaje ko iteni mano kanan tekan mani boto nin sukuru boto e kadin na yalo nta soto nola bari bo di kanna because of na position e lafta wala walla wuli lulo yadi na bero fayni bari wo wuli lulo e be bero fay kamme ye do yalo ko the person is not competent to hold this position yalo no ko mari ama londo soto ama kamo tala miraya tabul but because of ala 5,000 on nying wole hatine be bero ci kala badila so now nin qur'ano be jam kanjam fananale das mini itele fuara yale kamala ibela bakamo di kamola kata e fenne dila bari wo makamo men di kala ta sambanola atele be marle la leptanola ate bornati ni non la leptano kon ate ila diwni karandinola sign ni diwni man karan what they became they can turn to be a criminal thieves armed robbers itele ye diwdundi wokono katun ye banko la kodi mole la menta marnola but because of fuara yala silan kama ni kodo nata yadila walakin alquran ko la taqtulu awdalakum min qasyatin imlakin nahnu narjuukum ala kon tele kale haraje woto fuara ya kanal pus kad tarku kono me yalon kal sal fam bondino jeto but because of alla fuara ya alla marli lal ko leta to use that as their opportunities, as their advantage. Pour alballa berodile la menna. Nini be Gambia kono. E kana kote ke mansa kuruni. E sina ya fale ko alale yen sindi. Mo alabu kamansa kafo mole ko folo kamansa soso mo ala sosolde wo fa damba ye junubo men ko site mariye e madan dulalo because mansa manke alati folo ala ko nkana mo kafwate ma you do not dare to associate anything with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mod Gambia ka wole ke because kafo mole ko kamay ne mansa soso ye ala le soto that's mean you are associating something with Allah. Atar ko nyin dunia ko no fendantan wala manyan na sosol wala mo kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala subhanahu wa ta'ala anin kila nade be hadithol mulkan hadithol men befo ajama beje haja rawahu haja mutafaq alaihi haja abe kallaba mun tole kala haja an abi haja wa bunu haja kala rasulullah abe kallaba nga fola men to ya haja nya wonya sayda ya haja at the end be na mun fola kala he said the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. So what wakamune nyidani kila nta sosola wala mkato atemu fenneti me yalo ko alala kila anu la yantiq anil hawa in huwa illa wahyu yuha abu kadia mwani yola diala kila ifyo femfo alonko wo dunyo boda ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. So nimu kanala kafo ko in fact nyaton ko soso ye ala sosole anyon wuli ya kumote kere anyon sirikantu ya kumote kere kadi ke bampu damen koma wala muko atiullah atiur rasul wa ulul amru minkum alsi ala noma ale kila noma anin alla nyaton ko men yalo ko bari nyato bari fo alqur'ano kadnin qur'ano nin akadiamu nin telanyin president de la bahani nyaton ko men mu president baroto wol kono Putin te wol kono Trump te wol kono. This Quran is talking about the leaders al-Khalifat misilime nyaton ko wala Abu Bakr Siddiq Omar bin Khattab Usman bin Affan nyol Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam the prophets. So they came birim misilime ya nafikol duntaji wala ati nabi kamol je ka kidolo mole ka iba faka nyom misil mole ka fa fanya Allahu akbar e ko ebe jihadol la yol londi wat jomaleka ya londi dina jomaleka katun kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala kayne ko lakum dinukum waliyadi wala ati nabi ni nga mol jebe kido ta kaybe mol bunkan iba fule fa Allahu akbar ebe al ebo ke ka dina jomal jahiliya le tambita wol hani kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala kayne ko fasda bima tumaru wa arada anil musyrikin bule la silo noma nte ala nye yamar menna wala munte balagh rasul balagh risalat ila letaro futande nakila futande molma apart from that it many balante la wo kila riyanina just forget them, ignore them. So bi te ko be mol dia ku yala e kane ka fo mole ko ha kada nyaton ko buka soso ye Qur'an ta ya manipulate because ni ayah does not have nothing to do with the president. This ayah is talking about the people. Many alonko ibe dino la siloka sharia la siloka but ikani Qur'an ayota ika president baro fasala mbadi ali sabat nin dunia kono alaykuma kilinne fo moliye wala muko hani bani fa niye yamar kula mennin dino manta iko dila ibani fa femme yalo ko femman fisiata ni dunia kono wala tinna binta bitan jaye This lady, may God bless her. Mo kurumballe be Gambia kono. Sutra ni nata na security la site la. Yalong niaje konte nte Essa amanke ko security nga konne. I don't hate security. But na yin jamala ban security manduan diun fon ye dun jeto. Because adama diun kuma yata ni yenne itete mira la kome alay sondo mo mentila. Ite la miro nyandata la molle blokono. Itebe mira la nyame nyandata la molle blokono. Ila jero nyandata la molle blokono. If on carefully the order, commander-in-chief is just nonsense. What I don't believe it. And I don't want, I'm always saying this, even during Kafwe, I don't want them to be security. Because I don't want them to be like animals. Sorry for my language. That is because today most of the security, they are just behaving like animals. Because alay ku kendo ku kurun aye divided le. Nyimu ku kurunati. Ni moye ya marala. Imanya na kake. Bari kafole ko the command from top. Ale adama di ubunyale. Adama di ubunya batale. Ala ko da kadi kharrabuna bani adama. Nga adama di ubunyale to the extent that hamalnahu fil barr wal bahr. Nga protecting dile konoto la ban for an intinto to la. Warazakanahu min at-tayyibat. Anum bahara jendi la fenna abekela clear tinet abekela fensenune tan halala. Wafaddalnahu ala kasira mimma kalakna tafdila. Ala ko ay adamadi wona fisema de dawe fe woda fen nialo nyin dunia kono. Ale adamadi wona fisan de katamba bela. Hana de malaiko men yalo ko la yasuna Allahu bima amaru wa yaf'aluna ma yu'mirun. Ibuka ala soso. Malaiko be ko ku keka alonko ala la dunyole beje. Barwo be nyaawnya ala ko ay adamadi wona fisema de ala dafe obet. What you need to security. You cannot differentiate what is the good and what is bad. But as far as it is coming from the top, that's the way you have to act. My friend, I'm sorry for you. I'm really, really sorry for you. Because you are no more humans. You are not a human anymore. Kato alikiyamalo luna ala kwenne ko. Yawma la tuziru waziratul wizra al-ukhra. Al-Kiyamalo Luna, I am not going to hell. Anybody is accountable for another man's deeds. Ya commander-in-chief, what does in dunia lakono? Wo commander-in-chief ni fata titela bade ofo. The person you are calling commander-in-chief, if you are died, he is not even going to attend your burial. If that person asks you to act the way he wants, but not the way Allah wants, my friend, that's not your job as a Muslim. Leave that job. That's why it's one of my reasons why I don't want any of my children to be part of the security, especially in Gambia. Because they are not humans. Not that I'm insulting them, not that I'm belittling them, but Allah kuma kauna munit. أقول لقد زرعنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها. نجهنم بپرندي جنول نين أدمادون لي جنول نين أدمادين جمالهم من يانو كون غصندمول لكيلا لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها. غصندمول كيلا بودي تلفون لو غصندمول إبو كي use no إلا حكيلول they don't use it into good uses. So if you are in his security, you are out of this. Whether something is good or bad, as far as your commander-in-chief asks you to do it, you are going to do it. So, and the alamanda wala, ako mo men yalon ko nga wo sondo mol dila, la hun kulubu le yafkuna biha, nga sondo mol dila buke mira noila. Ila miro is controlled by the another man. Your thinking is no more valuable. And I sondo mol dila, that's, you put that aside. So all you are acting based on your fellow human beings' advice. So, you as a human, ila baluwa adafale. Lahum qulubun adu alamanda wala ako mo jama beje. Wa adamadi in fact adamadi men fon kam ma wonyama wala ma ko ulaika hum 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃 ومو سيفال من يالو لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها nga sonno mol dila la sonno mol they don't put it into good use nga al nyali dila lahum ayunu la yabsiruna biha nga nyali dila bari la won nyali buka ku kendo ni ku kunu tano ka bondi no nyoto lahum uzunu la yasmauna biha nga tulol kele la wotulol fanan kuma kendo ni kuma kunu na dun daje buka differentiate no ala ko mo jama beje wal sifal feofen ulaika hum 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃 wal nimbe on lebe kanyandi kadon adamadi won nimbe on different no muneti hakilo men dinna lemo. Look at our securities today. They are arrogant, not all of them, but majorities. They don't respect the humanity. But one thing they used to forget is that walla nati ala temolom andu moli kamen fo ala lebe junubo be kafar la fine ala ka junubo be kafar bari ala ko al damba on tema yen tonye nin tema yam fe ala te yam fale kato wa ma rabbuka bi zalamin lil abid ala man kala jongo tonye lati ala buka jongo tonye. Not that I don't respect the security, but I don't want my children to be part of the security in this generation, because the securities are just like animals. They are acting based on what Commander-in-Chief said, not what is good or not what is bad. And Allah ko enako akoyko wa qada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyyahu wa bil walidayni ihsana. Nde Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ngani landi adamadi yenne ko anyantante Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dambanne batula na botante batula anyanta nyi nyala memma nyi dunia kono wala mala wululati. But hano wulula la mune foy wa in jahadaka ala an tusriqa bihi ma laysa laka bihi ilm fala tuti'huma wa sahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufa. Bari hani wulula fulol men yalo ko nyanta nyi nyala wolle ma nyin dunya kono fente caring nyin dunya kono adamadi nyanta men tambendile la wulula la bari la wulula al fana niye yamar kula memninte ala la silo manta fala tuti'huma kana buleno ma wala وشاهبهما في الدنيا معروفا إن أنت بولا لينو ما من لين الدنيا كله ولا مكوكندوت. So sign it as a security man, you will stand before the God and say that here is my commander-in-chief. No, commander-in-chief where ya marimenna wo punishment no be wole jele but ite men fana yake that wouldn't stop Allah from accounting you. No. What the security is Allah hakilole. Edem police IGPT. You just want to act to satisfy my employee. But your creator, who created you and created your employee, you don't fear of meeting that person. Because Allah ko man kana yarji'u liman kana yarji'u liqa'u rabbih faly'amalu amalan salihan. Wa man kana yarji'u liqa'u rabbih faly'amalu amalan salihan. Wa la yusriku bi ibadati rabbih ahada. Momo lata ko eninte ala la benyo yala. Enyantale ko yebara bara kendola. And protect yourself. Avoid yourself from associating anything with Allah. But do we care? Do we even care about that? No. Gambia today, most of the securities, they behave like they are not even going to die. They behave like they are not even going to die. Everything commander-in-chief. But itel nina teleko, lumubena la me yalonko. Even itel la commander-in-chief me yalonko, they are answerable to him. Wo mari fa ni ila soja rol betal la lori bunda la saya malay ko be dunna kati ite hanaluna. Italona. Tonya commander-in-chief. Womo muneti. Lua. Mole ya lande. Andu lua manke dino kono kukurun fananti. Ninjama benta kambe ona lua menna mole ya lande. Silang wonin dino zafo nebe kanyandi nebo. Madama wo lua amang ala contradict. Because kila ya fule ko sallallahu alayhi wasallam inna kulli mulku hima ala inna hima Allahu muharramu nation wo nation kafu inila bodal lamo ila bodamu munati wala mu ila luwalti nin jama bentanga nin ke luwat woto ite you have to act accordingly with that constitution or the supreme law of the nation because it's the voice of the citizens majority walakin ako ala inna kulli mulku hima inna hima Allahu muharramu mansa anala bodalam kafu nation was nation anala luwalam anala sartul barate ala fana na sartul moment wala mal haramu kol ni ala ko kana dolo min ya dolo min yala sartul tinya ala ko kana jeno ke yala sartul tinya kana faniya fo ya ala sartul tinya bari de adama de fana alla manza kundale luwa lelande luwa me yalo ko is not made by the one individual but they are making the lawmakers are acting on behalf of the people or the constituencies who voted for them and it dibito me yalo ko be siri dibite buna you are acting lonely your own wishes but you forget that I was sent to this parliament by my constituencies to represent them. And you are now representing yourself. Thinking that, yes, I'm better. Kilako, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, kullu kurra'i wa kullu ra'in mas'ulin al ra'iyatihi. Al kilu wa killing, al bemu kantar lallet. Kantar la wa kantar lay, balin yinin kalal la, kantar fion lal. Ita dibite wa me yalon ko, molle lanno soto ila. Ye ki dibite buna. Now you are not protecting the interests of those peoples, but interest in your own interest. Because you think that you are more smarter than the people who send you to that parliament. My friend, think the day is coming. Because you are betrayer. And the betrayer, Allah munefu, ekila munefu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ayatul munafiq salasa. Nafiko taman sero abe taman seri sabakono niaje mola do nafiko lam. Ado nafiko is the worst. It's the worst. Because nen ala ko innal munafiqina fi dalki asfala minan nar. Nafiko lebe talla jahannaba duma la ko be duma la. Das mean nafiko be talla jalam batulay duma, abe talla jeni lay duma, abe talla fania because nafiko fam fania folat. Innal munafiqina laqadibuna. Nafiko be mu fania folalte ala yolof. Andu wotaman serol abe kono wala mko ida hadasa kazzaba wala mko nata diamu ta fofe na kafani yale fo but he feel proud of lying to the people so that to convince the people to believe in him based on lies. They think that that is a smartness, and that's exactly what is happening in the Gambia today. One will say lawyer dabo ya fo janne like nga amoy na brother talibo ko jira lawyer dabo ko nata ta basabe basen ko nya feten la and the teni alna la kila tema lawyer dabu ma fum be basen ko nya fetendila amof but you are just doing that to convince people to believe that yes lawyer dabu is a bad person. Ime mira alala ime mira ko lumbe na itebe falale and you are going to held accountable for everything that you are doing. You are saying كادوا أقول يوم يكتم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون. أملوم من نبالي سوفو المتلم بيسيتلا مبالي دالي سيتلا دال تديامل البلول نال سيون لبالي سيدي على كول نال تاتا مبارك. Yes, Ajo, Ramadan Karim. Inina tawo bela. But you can't just to convince people. Hey, I'm a politician because you think that politics is to lie. Lying against the people, fabricating stories. But in Yinatako, Alako, Inna al-mawta alladhi tafirruna minhum, fa innahu mulaqikum, thumma turadduna ila alimul qayb, was-sahada, fayunabbi'ukum bima kuntum ta'malun. Ayaji yin saya men alkal kodiyala. Albenyina yin saya men alba ignore. Abal mutala dulala to meyaloko, you were not expecting it. And it will take you back to the creator, as someone who knows everything, every secret. Walam Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you remember politics, you think that politics is not just deception, lies. Let me lie against the people. Let me fabricate these stories. Amanke fendi fonyin dunia palaso. Oma utitu min shay'in famata'ul hayati dunya wajinatuha wama inda Allahi khairun wa abuka afala ta'qilun. Alako nyin nafulo mel ba kafuka nyoma teng amanke fendi nyin dunia kono na manke dunia balwol amanke fendi na manke dunia nyarandir fionlete but membe alaya wole fisa mantiata kata telbetula forever. But you don't think about that. All you are saying, you are lying to the people just to protect your position. Doing things many aloko is not even accordant with the constitution, just to please one individual instead of your Lord. Amanke fendi for nyin dunia. Nyin dunia man sayate follow le, aman follow mola, me a follow ta men laile, etata likiyama, ye ban saya nyin tujan. Kadu ala yo follow, watilika le ayami nudawiluha bainan nas. Na man saya tilolu, nkatala na jon le tema. Wato nite amina ko ibetula man saya forever, you are just fooling yourself. But ibe fenke kanyi man saya to, ibetala ibatal la alaya. Momen kafu ha president imanta ninkari mantarito abai karite ka in fact kari nyol buke support kani ite marim fawo ite mo beonet ite president konne ngatari ko do mo enu me yalo ko those days birin kafirol ni misilmol ibebe ni libano nyol ma fanna Syria nyol kanabula Egypt nyol la bari Libano nyola ma fonda muslimol le marta yel birin kelo bena dunka muslimol ning kafirol tema like unbelievers can meet the Christian or whatsoever and then ayatar no wotumo wo Christian olu katabula wo unbelievers olla ikela tax jo muslimol lema and mo ka tax jo mun dalil le ka ba wo tax jo man follow man sakundal bir rasulullah watula tax ka jol. So, ikela tax jole and the tax ka jole menka walam to protect the life and the property of the citizens. Those who are paying the tax to you. So, birin kelo mena dunke tema. Itata. Ya misilime kendol gel. Goy ko wotumo misilimo sototalde. Walakina men kallo bi ati Allah ati rasul wa ulul amru minkum. Al nakaro bulade. Amang adama baro nyul made. Yes, lam di kenda wa alaykum salam Ramadan Karim. Amang adama baro nyul made. Ni aja kafo ati Allah ati rasul wa ulul amru minkum wa bejo malet. Nabiyo molu. Meni beloring ala la silo kan. Abu Bakar Siddiq nyul, Umar bin Khattab nyul, Usman bin Affan nyul. Anin dina nyatun ko men yalo birinyil teje tembo menna. Jomal be dino borindika. This have nothing to do with the mansa. But they corrupt the Quran. They corrupt the Quran to satisfy the individuals. So what iko when kafirol men yalon kani unbelievers men yalon ko ebe dino ebe muslime akono but kafirol kela na mojo male birin kelo be na dunna muslimol nin kafirol tema yekili koyeko alkalla na mojo tella may koy ha e koy ko andu namo kajo munela to protect the life and the property of the people who are paying the tax to the the authorities. Ika yes. Iko say kelo be na dun kantel natel le tema. And nin kelo dun dantel natel tema. We cannot protect your properties. We cannot protect your lives. So what we can do now is to refund your tax back to you. Ye men jomma alena fulo men jomma. Ye misilimo latili mo jele. Misilime ya manke chakanti. Misilimo ni silata alanya bukasilang fenya ko tekete. Walakin ako fala taqafuhum wa qafuni in kuntum mu'minin. Ni limani ata alala. Ini yo kodo be man kodo jube man nafulo jube ko ali yalla nafulo jon tellema bar san kelo be na kan tel na telle tema ndel dun talla na ndalla fon protect no lan tal ni o tankandi no la wota le nyamo men jom ma felentiri. Yaliko that person, how many of those unbelievers convert into the Islam? Because Yajalako, it is the truth religious, it's the reality religious. But ni Muslimo lambi, isilana mo kanibul, Gambia di unkallo e kafo president eko, kari nyol bukali fasa alila namo muta alikaniat kuke, and wo many buke fasa ibe namo jokane. Whether you support the president or not, you have to pay the tax to the government, whether you like it or not. And then manzakata ajulo men dontona. You have to pay it because manzamen kata donto ambukata ta donto no pro patio tola. Akadonto on behalf of the Gambians because ika million member di mansakundala. Ndi alon ne ko medical credit diala, medical loan diala. They know that government one day or the other they are going to they are going out. or that individual can even die. President can die. But the country will never die. That's why Jawara julo menta Gambia di bajo ka hanisini Jawara la mansa ko dabi kule abang Gambia. Ya jambe julo menta hanisini Gambia di bele bajo la whether you are APRC, UDP. So it is right time we put that in our head. Kaje ko bankola namo manke president tat. President bedo ko menna molla kodolo na ya ke ayake ko ke wala tinne bajo ka mantara ke ka free. President Barrow monthly salary is up to 500,000. There is no Gambian in that government who receive more than what President Barrow receiving it as a salary. Akamendomo molle kajo. President Barrow be fofendomo la be bokan Gambia diun lebulu. Nenna fuara ya be. Doli beje buke diun la karambu jono. Doli beje diun two times a day kadomuro kenola. But we still maintain 150,000 a daily food for president. So no president onata kafo eko. Ntebe nema nyinkenya ntete nyinkele. Eske amantara fan tonye kamba? Amantara fan tonye kamba? Alinga nyoya maruku kendola. We can have a political differences. Nte na believe nyine ko hanada UDP nada. Nyanta opposition also la me yalo ko they are going to hold us accountable. But mune keda Gambia di kalnalo ha nimman ko silo e bokunto anyanta bolajel. What a stupid thinking. Foman samu alalet. We alada mbane what? But hani Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ni tego mu muslimot. Look at this. Allah fon meyeda. Who is more demo? Ni mo do mo ka ko democratic man beta. Walakin nam kale ko Essa Jawla man kara. Bodal ta karang ning hakilo anin ka alphabeto sute. Nkar reading no kar right no is not about education. Education is about wisdom. Allah hakilo mendila use it into good uses. I'm not intellectuals. Right? But in Tebe I will feel ashamed to stand before the taxpayers. Many alone komansa kundani wo moto membebe nakang. Itelle ka foye. Itelle ka sang. What taxpayers solon kanalo nyati nuna ha man sabe nyine kilali. Atalum. Atele tamu bang. Munati nabe balandinje. Because President Barrow ka kurtol men dun telle ka sangay. Aka den ko men dun telle ka sangay. Aka men do mon telle ka dial. Aka namo jo nka ajon na namul men labu ka namo jo akon. Abe mune ke kambanko. He's absolutely nothing. Woto nga do ko men diala na make. Nga diala le po ayenna life tankane. Nga do ko nyin diala pro ayenna balwo sonen. Nga do ko diala le ko pour nyin kammala ayenna banko ayenna jara kende a improve. Ma diala praitar gedro hey president no. So woto nite nata ikafo mole ko President Barrow kar nyol mambero dila kana do ko ke ite mari man kende. You hate the president more than anyone else. Because the day of the judgment, President Barrow is going to hold accountable whatever or what I kuke mo la kodola. But mo ko ite tonya fola. Because they think that the politics is deception. Politics is lying. My friend, ala ko innal munafiqina lakazibuna. Nafikul be mufania fola lete. Woto nite alon ko politics is all about lying. As a Muslim, why can't you stay away from the politics? Because Muslim or anything na against your religious, you don't have to be part of that. Nde Essa Jawla kavule. Anything against my religious, even it is about UDP, I will never going to defend it. I'm defending UDP because I have hope on them. And when UDP defend ka, alako abukamu wala kumaka ujube. لا ينظر إلى أجسامكم ولا إلى وجوهكم ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم أنا كنت لكم كمان جوبلا أنا كنت لنيا جوبلا كنت لجاتو كده جوبلا نكمل جوبه الله بارول من بال سندم كنا أنا الكمل لبرادة the practicals سنتين أجل كو UDP ikamem fo dala lota Gambia diune janne ye ni o landi pour ka Gambia bonde kukuru kon yela na flo landi le pour ka Gambia protect ko tilimbali ya membe ke kam banko ka manyana kala andun ala yole fo atel de ka fo mole atel nyaton ko atel dina nyaton ko atolle ko kila ko man ra'a minkum munkaran falyghayr bi yadihi kila ko momo bataro je society ko ala kilal bulola nal bulota no la kilal dala nal data no la kilal sembola nal sembota no la ya ko ngal sondo mo kon bar kila go sondo mo kon kondiro huwal ad aful iman wo liman yala lamfrunet walakin men ke bulo la nyoka nem bay si loxo yalla rek yalla bana fo ala la be sila kila e kelo kele kila nyon kati dino kelo ka o man si so ko na ka fo ko ala la dino la munyete batu ngabulaje bari te nyaabe bataro le kan e ka fo ko yalla bahna nem bay si loxo yalla ban yalla nga gom ila ta ala jomale ala te jila nan society kono ala konte society halakila وما كنا مهلك القرى إلا على أهلها جالمون ندنا من تول حلقي لا فننا من تول جماعة كده تونير لالت أسكوران لالكان أي كوليا لالكان أي كولون لالكان كافوكو على لينيل لانكان على ما لالكان نادي على كالكو لا تقتلوا أولادكم من قصية إملاك نحن نرجوكم وإياكم إن قتلا كان كتاء كبيرا الكنال ديوني فوارا يالا سيلونكا كنال يالا ديوني امان جاني دنگا موروتا مبن ديوني سولا حني monata koyko wuli kilon fele ayalo batale be kande mani boto fele ayalo ne temani boto sannol ila bero din bari bo bero men dilal wo bero wala bela na wala bakin nako e diw beta leptano tate boro sotola because fuara ya nyine akin nako ye bero di mola me yalo katela atela jata kenda protect no woto ni diw fata bodin ta yalo wo leptano you the one, you as a parent, you are the one who kill your kid because nga mansa sindile pour ñen kamala ko ayenna hajul jara pour ñen kamala ayenna jara kende al betende wala tina ne mol dem ko balwo be kede mol sa fay ko UDP ko le be balwo la ko complain ka man sawo man say kam mol le sutiyandi bala men yalon ko yanole nabila yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam birim man sa kewo ya soro aya bula tembo menna ay biday sibo faya kay kon sibota ninsi warwulalla ninsi jara warwula be nyamu jaro ko ne ba nyimika nada sibo ninsi waramalla warwula be nyama green grasses ko ne ba domoka mune mo ala fasarote man sa kewo ya fasraye akay ko sanji warwula nala folo ila molu ila tundo be soto kala soto membe lanna tambila akay bar sang warwulo membe nala lakan woni si jara worowulo me yeje nyaamu jara kono ibado mo kan akay sanyi worowula koto membe lala kabe kole yala baake kole yabe dunna man say nabila yusuf nyininka nabila yusuf yemune fay with his honest opinion akay ko kela agriculture minister kata yoleno bilim kole ya nata dula koto on melbe yalo ko kole ya tarte kole ya biye ni bema e be kana nabila yusanyo la area la kana balwo sanje fo kole ya mantar wol munar wala ti nabi ni gambia di moy ha ni kole ya be dunya bladon it's a stupidness nim kole ya be jaman that's why di kole ya nyanda kala gambia nim kole ya be america that's why gambia nyanda kole ya la it's a stupid thinking ye ngodoma nge kondo ramadan kare baba mas nge kondo so kalo kafo mansa ko kar nyole me fasa kanake ite bo mansa dundi kama asibo kono ite malafo mansa la katun qur'ano ye yamal men na wala muko at-ta'awanu 'ala al-birr wa taqwa wala ta'awanu 'ala al-ismi wal udwan wa ma'siyati ar-rasul ali nyoma koy ku kendo kan ali nyoma koy ala nya silawni kan al kana nyoma koy ku kuruna anin ku konnante ala aninka akila soso bar gambia al bole la suto nintilo mo kala ka fo ko he president fon e nyanta be ngamo muso lale muso men wuluta kar kononto ala subhanahu wa ta'ala ko hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahni wa fisaluhu fi amayn ibama ye konota kar kononto musu yabe kole yari nyame kar kononto kole yanin kole ya kono ite muso me mira ite kana loy ka fo president ha hanni beta polo le lola danko ko ka mol nene mo fi una thinking jube nga NPP in call boy funding kol nko gambia alte bala fal al fanye ba ika fo nyoy ko ika mano talante male funding kemeru sanji mu wanni lul sanji tansaba imam manu iman sile kafo ko ika mano talantel temala la sama la man talal man de fonsono nko adama di hamme ma ni mo yeso killing ayeso fula afaye ko kanso menna mfana lafta yaani ni nyaani tanaba
bari ite NPP funding ke ko ite kadiyamule ke so mani botol imam malu kana media tal ka sonka nin kale banko be kolarnal ko banko be ta kunkan but you cannot even afford to buy a bag of rice for yourself, talk less of your parents. And these are the government elafta wo mansa kunda ita sirinje just because of karimu politician baltikal. Because today Gambia movement described as the biggest politician. These are the people who are good in line. Subhanallah. Karimu politician balt. Wo kari comme ay faniale no. Aka faniale fabricate no. Na ala nyasi la wolle. Yes, Mr. Konde, I'm going nge kono. Na ala nyasi la wolle. Bi ni aju be nyimma sakunda do kula le be dunna fuaro la kordal ko be man botol dilel. Ali o kodo bo min dimin tola. Ni ko comme mbeben fokam moli kallo ka fo ko albo moli kaja fila. Ando wo mo kilun le nota e ko kila ko ninga bataroje society kono wala mundi men be mo la na fulo tinyaka la taakulu amwalakum bainakum bil batila al kana nyola na fulo do mo batara ya kono bari men be mo la na fulo do mo ka batara ya kono ando ngama kila ko nganyil le kondem ninga jali nga kelen dala nga kelen sembola pour ka tinyaro bondi society kono bari bi men ko fo gambe yolle kenenir lalti kar nyol kajafiro bari mo men ka fo ko al kana na kodo sunya na leftano to scandal kar le ketaje kar nin kar felay bunja wonelo ite be manza kunda do kula ite be janni be na manza kunda korda fontable yena manza kunda do kula less than 3 years ye eta solo eta so me yalo ko more than $10 million, and the tell Joe is less than a month $100,000, 100,000 100,000 is every month. Let's say what is $1.2 million, 1.4 million, and half of the $1.2 million. In a 3 years, you get 3.6 million. Wo come in Nibuka Bunjoje, Ebuka Femfeke, Kakodonim Beland. But we see that within that your 3 years period, you build a mansion. May Yalonka value that $10 million. Obviously, where are you getting that money? But Nimoli Diamuta, Isafo Moleko, where is your evidences? Go, Alako ko. Akoy ko anta abudullah ka annaka tarahu nte alabatu de komi ko nyaaben nale de akoy ko alabatu silang alanya ila silang nyante futande la ko komi ko be dawoda be any society la kono alanya ben nale be kullo la kono ba be dibo la kono be jahraw to alanya ben nale akoy ko anta abudullah ka annaka tarahu fa in lam takun tarahu fa innahu yaraka ni ayatari de buka alaje alon ko alade wo nyaabe lale. Wallahi ala nyabelale. You can hide yourself from the humans, but you cannot hide yourself from Allah. And the day of judgment, atelebe konti bola. Al jama beje bi, al be sukur botol sankanne, al badi kala politicianol, al be manol sankan, al badi kala politicianol, al kanuntol, men ka diamwali, e kala kol promote, al be jama la naflota kal kadila. But what nam jolalu, ebe kumboka. You are inducing your own people. That's an inducement. Instead of looking away that will eradicate that poverty, looking away that will eradicate that difficulty from the society, but you are even creating the more difficulty, more suffering, so that you can induce your electorate to vote for you, because you are going to buy a bag of rice or give them a $5,000 to vote for you, because you know that they are difficult. They are in difficulties. That's why you are doing that. Misili me asonta wala leba. Joma leba nyinkeka, misili mo leba kekan. Bari ni diable ko mansa betenne, mansa keta tenne, mo kallo ka fo ko ni mansa ko silo e bo kunto, anyanta bola gel. La ilaha illallah. Misili me diuni. We promote ni mota da sunyaro la biti ko le samuta yabute ni mota da mano sunya yabuta yabute, but molika million sunya maza kunda kuna, we call them as a smart people. Kare bila ilaki ate smart and boy ilaki boy ni tuda da nyina da be kuloka nyina tako yaje bo bunja o melola na dia de bunjan tallo na dia de bunja muwallo bunjan kemelo ini yilte fala wala tena nga modol je albe kiri la kodol kanyin dunya ko da aya wotle ba serun ni molle be janyina ile ajarete nyin na le bang molla kodo kata ka dundi moto million moto kunna lumen na ni fate be landila babarole ka yo moto men sunya million na 20 million moto ite dundila kono because munamu yaade ko e nota ko yende yo bu mello molla nafulola ite dundila wo bu kono hanni bo bu kono be dundila be jindile la ran ko ye sambe la jon kono ike kuda mento because you are too dirty for your own bed e fon ila ran men sa fo nyina ta wala ba ebe million tana ebe bu lola la mol be batari mol be letanol te be kumbo kan ni diam de ko atel mu hasidol let ite killing ye moto za million tang iko be mol la do ko be mel la do ko le no million tang moto kata e kan le nya tiluna e ka fo ko mdel la jambe ji ko wala kumbo kan subhanallah nim be muslime dim le bakel abe la millam bakar lam umar lam usman lam fatumata lam khadija lam al be muslime al be jikiri muneka al be jikiri muneka gambia do masakunda do kulal. You are stealing millions from the taxpayers. Ibe bango diunle tora kakatu ite you want to maintain your position. Misilime diuni. Fuaro diuni. Ibe tonye kang. Ibe put kang into ibe suppress kang. Because you want to satisfy a master. Ikawo kodo chika ikadi bala. Ikawo kodo chika ikadi ifala. Ikafa mbedu wala nyine. Mbedu waju mala nyine. Ibani ifabe odua menkila. Ibe jomale danika. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kila ko inna Allahu tayyib la yakbalu illa tayyib. Alam man salati man senuna mabuka fe muta mem man senea. But today Gambia la kuobe nyamento. We all know we are all suffering. Ngo ali man sali jube bang meni nal la dinul tata inal daji ko tata. Bari man sa nafiko abafole karle kombe moto dile lale kar hamo kendo hanna tara kombe moto dila Mark Janela. Monata ya konyeko kana ni moto di maja. Should I go to Mark Jane? If I want to give that vehicle to Mark Jane, should I tell Mark Jane I want to give this vehicle to you, but Kari say I should not give it to you, and I cancel that. Mo kendo fa bo kelala. Adama baro nyim fabu nyol be manipulate mo nyale here say en kombe policy position o dile lale dabo ko kanadi la may muna sise dabo kombe nyile dile la dabo ko kane keteng misilime kendo jiko tenyindi ya ayyuhallazina amanu ijtanibu kaseera min aljannu inna ba'da zannu ismu atel mo mel liman yata alfatan koko kumoluma albobili flan koko kumoluma alkamoli hate. Today in Gambian generation, in Gambian society, they hate you, they don't even know you. Ike kong atari melo because mo le tata ko hey ni Essa Jawla yamine yalo ngamune kela Essa Jawla inene maje anene man kusodo but you hate Essa Jawla because someone went to you tell you that Essa Jawla beten you carry someone fight me yalo is none of your business Muslim mo buka du wokono but we pretend to be a Muslims. We pretend to be a God-fearing nation, but we are not. Kuomembe Gambia kono. Ajube bankuome yalongo Balinjang. In Balin here, we have nearly 5 million population. Gambia la population of Fulale Bejang population kono. But until Sanji Taworo, on the 18th of February 2025, we celebrated our 60 years independence. But that 60 years independence, you are still begging charity. You are charity beggars. Your country is depending loans. Your country is not, they cannot even cure themselves. After 60 years independent, your government still budget $40 million from the taxpayers' money for the overseas treatment budget. After 60 years independence. A small country like Gambia. 60 years, you cannot feed yourself. 60 years, you cannot cure yourself. 60 years, you fail everything. You are still a charity beggar nation. A small country like Gambia. After all the diploma, all the doctor degree holders, all the doctor title holders, bachelor holders. Wala tina ninga model ke fang describe intellectual. I'm a this. Wala munal kanje mole congratulate la Facebook. Nina ta wati yela ni nafu buludun du yela wo haftan nafi koldun. Niya je momo yela ni haftan nafi koldun. Ela wo fenke buludun ni yela wo nafu kabam makela. Nkalo nako yes, sign is also part of the life society. Intellectualism used eradicate the people, lifted people up from the poverty. But Gambia intellectual, they are liability on the taxpayers. They suppress the taxpayers in the more poverty and lifted themselves up, even though they always failed. Inimbele ka fail nyola. Ikanyi kodo membe sunya. At the end, ni botamansa kunda kona ikaje bala. Ikaje. They cannot start from zero. Gambia intellectual, most of them are fake. They don't believe nothing. Imagine ni ko jantemo intellectual te kan de doctor title les nga doctor eka bor tubabu dule kana Gambia because they cannot fake here. We know the intellectuals here. You call yourself intellectuals. You cannot create job for yourself. But you become, you even turn to be a government bootleggers. A people like Dusano. Most of our intellectuals, so-called intellectual doctor title holders, they are bootlicking them. Some call themselves lawyers. Lawyers that never even win one single cases. Gambia fuarol. Alte bala fala alfanyeba. Gambia fuarol. Yenyi social media menye. 99.9% we are all poor people. Poverty. Mbe wuluta wule kono. Ndolbeje nata duma silola ndunda. Nga duma ndiunsa alhamdulillah. Bari ka Gambia di muja abe siring Italy. Abe siring America. Abe siring Angleterre. Akafe ko barobe doko la Gambia is progressing. A country who cannot create employment for the young people. A nation who cannot even tell you the percentage of employment that they have created in 8 years. All they can tell you, you doing youth empowerment, youth empowering those things. And then the sad thing of all, they are enslaving their own citizens. That shameless government in Africa, they will go to Saudi Arabia. Ekata Saudi. Kafo kon niye agreement contract like. When we all know that, Tonya, the youth are the backbone of every nation. Even in Europe here. Most of their offices, you see these old men and women in the offices. But go to the engineering fields, electronic fields, plumbing fields, construction fields, are all, occupied by the youths. And those youths will be the leaders of tomorrow. But Africa, especially Gambia, selling, they are tomorrow leaders, the future leaders to the West. And we don't ask ourselves, Ntel sama ntel bekela nyadi men yalo ko bi wala muntel la sama alfal ninka wol wafi sulalima for $200 monthly salary. I even feel ashamed. Ngaje ko ibe proud ka wala. Only useless government will do that. And then ninga youth soldier ko abe molu neni kang Kaka mansa kundale defend. I feel sorry for that youth. Ajama bija kake hammen town lete. Al example ta NPP la youth sol. Most of these youths on social media insulting, exchanging words with the people in the defense of the government. How many of them are employed? None. None of them. None of them. Sanji Taworo independent. You cannot even create youth employment. Sanji Taworo independent. Etela banko struggling water, natural, ordinary potable drink water. You cannot afford it for your the small country like Gambia. The electricity on and off, on and off, on and like a jumping light in the clock. And you still bragging, we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this. Nimol diamuta, UDP, mbekukela lajang, UDP atel mu hasidolet. Problem that, call us hasidos. That's not my problem. But what about your hospitals? Where you and I, our parent might go there. You as a youth could have asked yourself, the government that I'm supporting, why are they budgeting over 40 million from our taxpayers' money without spending it in our education, without investing it in our health sector, but for what? For abroad treatment, overseas treatment. And the same government officials are telling you that our health sector is now improving. But when they get sick, they run to the foreign lands. Ime fanyini nkawala. Nite sasa ta ibeta leptano men. Ibama sasa ta ibeta leptano men. Ifama sasa ta ibeta leptano. Idiu sasa ta ibeta leptano men. Ite NPP funding kyo men yalon ko ibe mol nelika. Ibe fala baro yenne. Mbe fenkela. O baro na sasa ta bama. Braba ma sasa ta. Na juma jallo. Atika la samba trukai. Ama samba banju leptano. And how many of you can even afford to take your child or your mother or your father to Dakar, to place of Tukai? Itemembe wurkano. That overseas treatment money, it is from your parents. I and you. Menkalla kafweko hanyin UDP nkolu but mbe ko men kelete la jang 2026 mbe kulala ka safanya akilunam imambala fayfanya. Safanya akili be diamu ke fona fuara yalla. Because ite membe yalla one thing that I don't understand. NPP diun sitara fo ke ko ha UDP nkolu ali bula drombe ko men kele la jang. But ite nyante fanyinin kala as NPP supporter. What has changed in your life from 2021 up to now? Mune falinte la balwo kono meye ke nyabo siloto fo UDP diun be nyabo lefe. Katu leptano ni denda wala lo. Ninda da mara soto. Nga fioni sam benna ifana kasa wala. Infanyine nkasai. What is the difference between me and UDP supporter? Jadi be wuri na hey fatilu yama election mu nyin dambane ti bang ha nga karmel bute nga kontan nga celebrate. But after the election, what else? Think about yourself. Are they going to change my living conditions? How many NPP supporters are suffering? How many of them? You cannot buy even bag of sugar for yourself. You cannot buy a gallon of oil for yourself. You cannot buy a rice of bag for yourself. But you are still telling us that Barrow is doing well. We construct the road and road and road. Go to your hospital. How many women, especially the women in California, the capital ward in Banjul, where the women are given birth, where they admitted pregnant women, you will cry, my brother. Is that kind of the country you want? That kind of the future that you want for your children. Politics is more than howling, shouting, fighting. No. Nasioteng, ndel Jawla, ndel Jawla, ndel Fulolu, ndel Mandingol. Are you all not suffering? Is there any market that is Jawla market? Is there any market that's Rahule market? Is there any market that is Fula market? The stupidity of Africans, most of us, we are so stupid. How can you pretend, yeah, I'm a Fula, I'm going to defend the Fulaya, let's defend Barrow. How many Fulas are suffering in the Gambia? Defending Barrow, does it change anything in your life as a Fula? I'm a Sarakule, yeah, Barrow speaks Sarakule, and so what? He speaks Sarakulle. He is brought up by Sarakulles. But how many Sarakulles are losing their business today? How many Sarakulles are lying in that hospital who cannot have a drug, who cannot have a good medical care system? You know, Fir'auna, mansa kurung, ikalo nyame, ala menfolon, inna Fir'auna, yaji ala ahli hasiya'a. Yastadaif ta'ifatu minkum, faminhum, يقتلون أبناءهم ويستحيون نساءكم يا جفرا أونا على كوريا يالو من فلولا أيالا مولتالي أيه divided كيكي differentiality بلا أيه divided into set prunyin kamala kadolu lamfundi ala selfish interest kam. And exactly that's what we are seeing in the Gambia today. Non to leader kendo mel lafta bankola nyato tala wakala fila la banko diune ke kilinti ba kilin fa kilunti pour ka marlo sono ndey ni la marle fewni keta kilinti hani korda kono alla korda kayirwal hani kabilo kono kabilo kayirwal bal marli laye marli ala marli fewlta kat sobodun di tema wo marli la will fail and that legacy sotola wala keta fira awnala ado exactly that's what Adama Barrow is doing. Fulas have their camp. Fulas think that, okay, we don't allow Mandinkas here. Jawlas think that, Mandinkas, they don't like us. But Fula, Mandinka, Surua, Jawla, Nana ata futu wala fomu kanyo futu. Ntelebe siri. Bade dula, mo fofulol kafalan teta Mandinkola bade dula. While the government workers, the government that you are defending, you have Fula there, you have Sarahule there, you have Mandinka there. All these people, iballa kodol takal. Allah namu jola sarakullol be suñaro lay bukalon ko sarakullol la namol muñin fulol be suñaro lay bukalon ko fulol la namol muñin manden kadul be jebe suñaro lay bukalon ko manden ko la namol muñin son del tolol men be bandale en dambano bulanka du ñola e karñol ma la fi fulol la karñol mama etata ye sio fandal kun kono bari tel dambawne amanden ka fula jola surwa sarakulle fofu be nyim mansa kunda kon e bebe tasoro kanje del fuaro men be bandala be na satol to santo sato be mirakan na jio soto nyalla ntel lebe nyim kuma kawn jolon kanyo kamma etel lak individual nafal setan la'natullah alayhi Adama Barrow na la mansa kunda wicked government. Because they don't believe nothing apart from tribalism. They don't believe nothing apart of the, deception, creating the hatred within the citizens. Obanku de leka nyo futu, ete leka nyo bade, ete leka ta nyola bade dula, ete leka ta nyola adiata bang, ete leka mabeje. Akuyata bang, wal dambang la. But munatina we let them to create the atmosphere between us so that they can continue suppressing us. Because they know that divided we fall, together or that united we stand together, and we will progress. So Adama Barrow, the only strategy that they are doing now, because surrounding his government, look at them, who is sitting there. I'm knowledge lesoto. The only thing molka for mena sumata nafiki ya sumato is that his smartness. Alay kuwa men condemn. Is that his smartness? Bi mo jolle be mira kambe na balwo soto na nyadile. Mbe minna nyadile. Mbe buru songbola mintole. Whether you are UDP, NPP, APRC, we are all suffering. But because of they injected this tribalism, they created this hatred within the tribe so that they can continue ruling us and enriching themselves. Bring Adama Barrow, ye mega bank waf. Eman ko do nyinti ka kadi Jawla la, imati ka kadi Sarakulle la, imati ka kadi Mandinkala, imadi momo la yati ka yadi President Barrow barindun la. Over 600 million Gambian taxpayers money yati ka yadi Barrow barindun la. Kay business okala. Gambia funding ke la fan respect. E katata ebe football jasi sanale. Men kan e ka faale ko youths are happy folle hakilo warta tent. Wolle nada kune kale ko youths are not happy. Wolle nada kune kale ko albe fakam fanka so konol. Wolle nada ka fale ko atelle beta ka backwela. But be nol nada ka albe contane because of retail they can afford to pay the school fees of their children. So they compromise your life, compromise your future, manipulating the president, telling the president that the youth are happy because they can now afford to pay the school of their children. Because yesterday, when they were telling you that the youth are not happy. No, Gambia, in Banco, we have a big problem. Gambia have a big problem. Ignorant people, arrogant people, shameless people, surrounding the leadership. All they can do is to inject the tribalism within the society, inject the hatred within the society, and we will keep fighting one another. They are enjoying, taking our money, going with their children to, for holidays in the USA. Some are going to England. Some even take all their children from Gambia. It is you so uselessly you so in canal. Ndella jang mambe so le soto ndella jang e be la football be play la foye koto. Ni family soto. It is di for school o jono la. E ka be so football jasol le tika ka samba le ka dial. E ka football se ka mo jolle be la professional. Alla Gambia Liga is even less. Gambia Liga from man $2 million soto. What a shame! The entire league cannot even produce $2 million a league. And you compare the amount of money they budgeted for the youths, compared to the office of the president, compared to their travel allowances, per diems, and you are still droning after that government, saying that yeah, we are supporting, all because of your hatred against one political party. You can hate UDP, but don't hate yourself. You can hate UDP, but don't hate your country. President Barrow and his people are destroying this nation. First, they are not doing any progressive development. Because the only thing these people believe, road. We know that road is very important. But a nation who cannot afford a food, a nation cannot buy, whose citizens cannot even buy a bag of rice for themselves. The citizens are crying just for ordinary water. A small country like Gambia, 60 years, we cannot even maintain proper energy supplies. Is that not a shame? And we call our leaders, yeah, they are good leaders. Over 60 years, 3 good leaders. But you cannot have still enough potable drink water. Electricity, no. Your health system is catastrophic. Your kids are dying on the backway journey. 2024, we lost more than 1,400 youths on this backway journey. Have you ever heard the government talking about it? Did you ever hear them talking about it? Even sympathize with the families? No. Ni teta as a president, ateli youth soli, alikata lo represent at la bafala usen dabo thing, lo UDP thing, ntelle kena thing. They forget to talk about. And I'll be bulo kosle, I'll be donal, dol beje nali donal ke tara. Nal fota so ko ka ko ya boy may matenda la way dem abuga dem jena ka fo nyalin. Dema dem jena ani. Is that not a shame? Let us change our behaviors. This unnecessary hatred that Adama Barrow and his people create within our society, let's try to eradicate it. Mo kurum bukala fi mo le tonyaje. Na fi kollo muti la ilaha illa wala ilaha illa. Ite sito. Siyo na famu munet. Ala le siyo dada. Yes. But I added a pura la kawa kuo kama banta. But after all, we are all citizens. Bankola hakola benka neaje ala kola inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. Ngal tikala ngal kenyim bankoka as responsible people. Don't destroy the nation. But today, that's what is happening in the Gambia. You see the kind of hate they have. They even hate their parents. They don't know. They hate their fathers. They don't know. They hate their children. They don't even know. Because someone destroying the country, that means he's destroying your children's future. But you are telling them, UDP, father. Okay. Nale UDP fasa, what else? Will that make your country to progress? No. UDP mandela mutan fen. Baro UDP buka stop pour kata kodo donto. UDP ni beta kodo donto la UDP buka fal Canada donto. Ye kodo membe donto. Fo UDP le bula kadaka ay nyanda kala da ma akije. You see, bangu di unal fon lebe excuse ke kanyi manza kunda le balla na flol kasara lalbu. Yali nyati ndi UDP kelola. Al kobe diri le bal kasara ka. Katu manza kunda barola na inside within these 8 years okono. They loan menta. This is only loan. Not our own GDP. Telephone be men suruka. Mfon kan na mo menjo wotul kono. But it loan mentan tel nyanda menjola over 60 something billions. Billions mediam ka wala. For UDP le koyo fananta. Ye ko don nil dundi min tole. Bi atel la banko la namo GDP. Wala Gambia kam so fensoro namo kono. 65% of that it is going for the debt services. That's why dala si keme o keme nali ya soto. Al kamune soto. Dala si ta woro ni lulu ikole joje. Anyway mbal bulala fo nyaado folo namol nata. Yalla ni den na la param ka siale. Bare ngafal be Ramadan Karim. Almuna sunkaro siala. Nga kutana fo me nga ku kemenna nga kuma jaw fo menye mba fulal be ale hakko boy ninye. Social media. Goto ba bamba mas. Mba fulal be Ramadan Karim. Ninga kuma kuma fo momo yale hakko boy ninye. Ala kana ken na sunkar labandi. Na sunkarol fana na junubol al muy kafar la. Nin dunda momo kasolal be al hakko boy ninye. Ada badiyano bar momo yake mba fulal andi mbafo kala nga alal hakko boy ninye momo yake mbafo la madama manke fani yalti mbafo la kadu sunkaro wa sunkar tanaba abe kili to nyaanya ndafula wato menna amaru wati soto sunkaro ko sunkar tanaba madama ilata lebe kuma kendo lo fokan boy you decrease vejo wela duma vejo wela boy yadi mbal konto nyeje ngal be konto fo wati lo